The original pancake house. This is freshly squeezed orange juice. You can see the pulp inside. This is my breakfast. Got a Denver omelet, some pancakes. Look at that. Let's see what it looks like on the inside. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Them pancakes. Good to be here. Good to be here. Once I threw that green chili on there, even better. What's up? What's up? This is your boy Moose Hef, tapping in once again to give you a couple gems to help you win in this life as men. I just left from having breakfast. I'm about to go to the gym, get in a good full body workout, and enjoy the rest of my day. And that's what life is about, man. Enjoying yourself and treating yourself. You know, it's like 8:30 a.m. Beautiful day, Saturday. I just started my day off by having a good breakfast. And you gotta stay active, stay busy, man. Set goals, make plans, and just stay active, stay busy. So I saw this question on Threads this morning. This young lady was asking, for men only, how do men deal with depression? I never really dealt with depression. I have been depressed, and the only times I've been depressed was dealing with women. Meaning dealing with them, going through a breakup. The only time I've been depressed in my life was going through a breakup. Stressing over a woman. Like even when I was broke, or if I was broke, I never went through a depression. I wasn't depressed about that shit. I just was trying to come up with a plan to get out of that shit. You know, trying to come up with a plan to get some money, you know. But the only time I really been down, like depressed, like, was going through a breakup. And that shit was bad. That had me down bad. But other than that, just being depressed about life and fighting depression, I've never really went through that. And man, we really don't have time to sit around and be depressed, man. We gotta get to it. Depending on what type of person you are, you gotta get to it. You ain't got time to be staying in the house, staying in your room and shit like that, not going to work because you depressed. Men can't do that. Women can do that. They can pout around, stay in the house for days. Men, we can't do that. Now, some of these younger guys, that's some shit that they probably can do. They might be able to stay in the house, and some of these younger guys probably stay in the house playing video games, and if they live at home with their parents, staying in the room all depressed and shit. When I was coming up, we couldn't do that. Even as a man, we got to get to it, you know, because ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for you, man. You gotta put this world on your back and carry it yourself. Ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for you. And that's how it is as men. We gotta deal with a lot of things on our own. Nobody cares. Even if we are going through depression, nobody gives a fuck. They don't care about men. They don't care about the mental health of men. But let a woman go through depression and have all these mental issues. Let women have these issues they're going through. People want to make a noise and rave and complain about it. But men, they don't care about what we go through. We're like on our own island as men. So we just got to figure this shit out, you know? And the best way to avoid being depressed, I would say, is by staying active. You know, working out, working on your hobbies, coming up with goals, focusing on getting some money, you know, trying to get paid. You know, just building your life, trying to become a better you, focusing on yourself. That's how you can get through depression. You know, you got to be self-sufficient. And that's a good way of getting out of depression. But one of the main reasons people are depressed is because they're not healthy. You know, they're not fit. They're overweight and out of shape, and they're not eating right. They're not sleeping. They're not getting the proper rest. That's why a lot of people also suffer from depression. But just in my own personal opinion and experience, from the times that I have dealt with depression, like I said, I've only really dealt with it dealing with women, going through breakups and stuff like that. But you just got to keep pushing, keep going. You know, I would see a lot of people that I worked with throughout my life going through breakups and stuff like that, and instead of going to work, getting their mind off of it, they would call in and miss work and just wallow in depression. You gotta fight through it, man. You know, if I went through something like that, well, when I did go through breakups, you know, I went to work. I would be thinking about the shit while I'm working, but eventually you just get through it and get over it. But you gotta stay active and keep your mind busy and keep your mind going and keep your body going. And get rest, you know. Just stay active, man. You gotta be mentally strong in life. And I know that's easier said than done, but you gotta be mentally strong in life, man, because ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for you. You gotta pull yourself out of the hole. You can't depend on no one. I learned this as I got older. I started to learn that you can't depend on anyone, man. I mean, for anything. You know, I used to depend on my mom for stuff, you know, because mom was always there to bail me out. But after a while, I was like, man, I can't depend on mom. I can't depend on other people, you know. And the way I got through that was thinking to myself, I'm not going to let myself down. If I depend on this person, they might let me down. If I ask this person to borrow some money or something like that, and they tell me that they're going to do it and they don't do it, they let me down. So I said, I got to take my life and matters into my own hand, because I'm not going to let myself down. I'm going to hold this shit up unless I'm physically unable to. So I try not to depend on people, man, and that changes your mentality. It switches over to all aspects of your life where you don't depend on anyone. There's some light in here. That transfers over into your life where you won't depend on anyone but yourself, man. And that's one thing that I'm so proud of with my dad. I haven't asked my dad for money, none of that shit, since I was in my early 20s, man, and that was a while ago. You know, other family members, they asked my dad for help in several ways. You know, I won't get into that too specifically, but you know, a lot of people depend on my dad, and I'm one. I've never really asked my dad for anything, and because of that, my dad tells me that he'll give me anything. If I ever need him for anything, he'll do it for me, because because I didn't bug him throughout my life for shit. I didn't bug him for money and stuff like that. I didn't bother him, you know, and he sees how hard I work and how I'm raising my daughter, and he's proud of me. He always tells me that. That means more than anything in this world for my dad to feel that way about me. And me feeling and knowing that I've made my dad proud of the man that I've become. And it wasn't an easy road. You know, I had to learn from a lot of mistakes that I made when I was younger. And now I'm starting to bear the fruit of hard work and being a good person. I call it good karma, you know. I just try to be the best person that I can be every day. I want to treat people well. I want to treat people with respect. And that's how I'm treated in return, man. I just want people to say that, you know, that dude Moose was a solid dude. He's a good person. He's solid. He's a hard worker. Good work ethic. You know, so that's how I live my life, man. Just trying to be the best that I can be and stand on principle, stand on my morals, and don't compromise that shit, you know. So you have to build yourself up mentally and become strong mentally to battle through such things as depression. You gotta have a confidence about yourself. Some people might call it cocky, some people might call it arrogant, but man, you have to believe in yourself because nobody else will. And once you believe in yourself and you have self-confidence, you won't let nothing get in the way of your mental well-being, including things like depression. Like you'll believe in yourself and know, hey, I could get myself out of this shit. I could get myself out of this situation. I'm gonna keep battling. I'm gonna keep fighting through it. You know, I played sports when I was young and in high school. So I have a sports mentality. I have a battle mentality. You know, I have a fight to the end mentality. You know, I don't believe in giving up. I believe in keep pushing, keep pushing. That's how great people are wired. Tom Brady, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James. Man, you gotta have that mentality, man. And Kobe was one of the best, that Mamba mentality. And once 2024 came around, I was like, 24, the year of Kobe, the Mamba mentality. And I just went extra hard and pushed. Just tried to develop my own mentality. You know, just have that Mamba mentality. Be strong like the greats. You know, but like I said, man, I've never really dealt with depression. And I've heard stories about people with depression. Like on the outside looking in, I thought like maybe if you dealt with a woman that has depression, that you can just love her out of it, as far as giving her affection, attention, and assuring her that everything is gonna be okay. But man, I hate to say it, but if they can't deal with it themselves, it ain't nothing you can do. I haven't seen very many people overcome that shit. People I know who dealt with women that suffered from depression, there was nothing that they can do. It's nothing you can do, man. And that's how a lot of these women are. They're out here hurt. And when a woman says that she's healing, and they never heal. It's called hurt for a reason. You're hurt, you heal up, and that's physically and visual, like a real scar, like a real injury. You get hurt, you heal, but there's still a scar there there's still a scar, a symbol of that injury, a symbol and sign of that hurt. It's still there. And that's how it is in their mind, mentally. They've healed, or they think they've healed, but there's still scars there and memories. And that shit is very difficult to overcome. Unless you're just a super wired, great human, you gotta have that shit in you to want to change. A lot of people aren't wired that way. A lot of people ain't like that, man. They don't have the heart and determination to change. You know, I've seen some people do it as far as being able to overcome drugs and alcohol and shit. Like, no matter what type of treatment and therapy you go through, you gotta want it inside. You gotta want it in your heart. It gotta be in you. And like they say, a leopard doesn't change its stripes. But some people, man, it just depends on the way that they're wired. They can overcome these things. They can overcome these life obstacles. But you gotta be a special breed, a special type of person. You gotta learn from those mistakes and not make those mistakes again. It can be done, but it's gonna take a lot of discipline. And a lot of people aren't disciplined. A lot of people aren't disciplined. And you just gotta push through and try to be great. And when I was dealing with depression from women, one day you'll wake up and you'll be like, you know what? I'm tired of feeling like this. And then you just start getting back active. You just start believing in yourself again and just building your confidence back up. And like, fuck this shit. I can find me a new bitch. Oops. And then you'll just start feeling good about life again, feeling good about yourself. Start going out. You start meeting people. Start seeing chicks hollering at them or chicks hollering at you. You just start getting your confidence back up. And next thing you know, you just all the way back. You out of that depression. And one day you will be able to look back and you be like, what was I thinking? I was tripping over her like that. And it's always like that. Looking back at the shit, you be like, damn, what was I thinking? Why was I tripping out so hard? Why was I depressed over her? That's how it be, man. But yeah, one day you'll snap out of it. One day you'll just get tired of feeling like that. You'll be like, you know what? I'm tired of feeling like this. I'm getting up. I'm getting out of the house. I'm taking my life back. Man, that's how you get through it. But anyway, man, I enjoyed my breakfast this morning. Now I'm headed to the gym, get in a full body workout. And after that, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my day. But hey, this is your boy Moose Hef. I appreciate all my new subscribers. I thank each and every one of you. Like, subscribe, share, and comment below. Until the next time, this is your boy Moose Hef. Peace.